So thanks for the lovely introduction. Very good evening to all our friends. Yeah, I'm sure you had a good tea session. Uh, Thanks to my friend Sam, Mr. Bhatt. All of you all have been calling Nippon in various forums, and we are always excited to come and talk to our distributors, to probably discuss with all of you all as to how to grow the business, how to you know align to the changing trends which are happening in the market. And today, the next 20-25 minutes, I'm sure you all have had an overdose of lot of markets, lot of gyan on valuation, trends, sectors. We'll not talk about all those because I'm sure there's a lot of information overload which has happened. But I think the next 15-20 minutes, maybe 25 minutes, we'll try to share with you all as to how in Kerala market the business can grow for all of us. So let me start with my slide. Last year I had presented version 1.0 of what's the what's in it for the future. Why should we look at the mutual fund investment from a positive point of view? What's going to happen, etc., etc. We know the market has grown, the industry is growing, etc., etc. Today it is version 2.0, wherein, as I mentioned earlier, I would like all of you all to listen as to what we should be doing to grow our business. That's very important, and grow our business exponentially. So this is the chart which all of you all know. Industry is growing 66 lakh crore, 69 lakh crore. It will probably become 100 lakh crore in the next 3-5 years. Maybe earlier, we don't know. But the growth is very solid. It's growing very fast. Now, with the growth in AUM, what is yielding the biggest movement in business growth is number of folios. And this is what I think my entire presentation today will revolve around: how to grow the number of folios or the number of investors when we look at our business. AUM growth and number of folios are very different things. We have to really keep that in mind when we are growing our business. All of us are enjoying. The AUMs are growing. Someone is reaching 50 crores, someone is touching 100 crores. The euphoria is very high in the industry today. But we'll have some reality check when we look at data as to where we are and how we should be looking at business from here on. This is a very important slide, and this slide will lead me to the last part of my discussion. Friends, what has happened? The entire industry has moved towards equity. You see what was the equity market share in 2021? It was 43% of the overall AUM of the industry. As we speak, it has now moved to 61%. Any idea in this room how much of this 61% is attributed to your effort and how much is not attributed to your effort? Any idea? Huh? 70% is AIFA. The reality check will show data, and we'll understand what is happening in the market. This number is just a number which all of us are getting excited about. Someone is saying 70%, someone is saying 40%. We'll get into the reality check as to why this number is looking very different. You see the red block. What is the red block? Which asset class? Everyone's forgotten about debt. How many of you all sell debt in this room? Only 5 hands out of 500. That is the problem with this industry. 31% has become 14%. We'll come to that later. So let's now stick to what is happening in our state, right? Sam and the entire team is doing a lot of effort of bringing together all of you all every year. I attend this session mostly every year. But it is very important for all of us to take back and to understand where we have reached in the last five years, when it comes to our business. So this is the trend line. The left-hand side block talks about the industry growth, which I did show in the beginning. Industry in the last, say, 1 year has grown by about 39%. Kerala market has grown by 50%. So we should have a big round of applause. We are growing faster than the industry. These numbers are in front of us, AUM growth. Now the next slide, which is talking about folio growth. You see the difference? The growth is happening in AUM, which is at 50, a percentage. The AUM growth and the folio growth ratios are very different. But Kerala is still moving faster than India. Let's have a big round of applause for that. You guys are putting a lot of effort. Now let me go to slightly more deeper understanding. Some gentlemen said IFA is doing good. I'm sure IFA is a big support. MFD is a big support for the industry. So the industry, distribution of AUM is on the left-hand side block. The rate of growth of IFA in the last 1 year has been 43%. So 43% of the growth in the mutual fund industry has been contributed by IFA, or rather the IFA business has grown by 43% last year. Nationally, in Kerala, the growth is 48%. Now, can you guys look into the chart, which category is moving the fastest? Which category is moving the fastest? Pardon? Just concentrate on your Kerala. RI, digital and direct. Now, this is the biggest thing which you all have to keep in mind, that on one side, we get excited with our growth, but on the other side, there's a huge growth which is happening. Maybe the AUMs are smaller, but the growth is happening at a very fast pace. Let's look at the folio growth, which is very important. Entire discussion today will be on folio growth. How is the reflection of data there? Which category is moving the fastest when it comes to folio growth? So what is the inference from this? Investors want to come into MF. Investors want to get the right, advice or the right channel to invest. But maybe our efforts are not happening the way it should be, and someone is putting right efforts and probably growing the business or the market. Market is growing faster. AUMs are growing, folios are coming. Are we as a fraternity growing faster or trying to move in that direction to get more folios? It's an eye-opener for me personally when I was making this data. Friends, it is very important to look at number of folios growth, not AUM growth always. Let's now break it further down. The asset mix of the entire Kerala market, it was 62% nationally for equity. We have now moved to 69%. You add hybrid, it's now moved to almost 85%. The other asset classes are just getting forgotten. So the risk in the portfolio is really moving up with limited investors coming into our business. It is for you to assess how you are looking at your business minutely. Some more trends. Very important slide. Many of us will be part of this pyramid. My friend Ashok and other colleague Monique prepared this data. And Sam, it's for all of us to be very vigilant on this data. 2,500 MFDs in Kerala market are having AUM less than 5 crores. 666 MFDs are having AUM between 5 to 50 crores. Friends, 5 to 50 crores and less than 5 crores, these are numbers which needs to be challenged by all of you all. And as you move up, the pyramid is in front of us. There are only 50 distributors or rather 40 distributors in the entire state which are more than 100 crores. Some of them are here. I met one lady who is at 175 crores. I'm sure she is part of that top part of the pyramid. Now, when it comes to net sales, We as asset management company, we assess our growth on net sales and investor count. Baki sab mark to market hai where all of us don't play any part. The fund manager and the market is giving us the benefit. As the pyramid becomes, narrow on top, the net sales growth is becoming shorter. If everyone understands what does it mean, the message is in front of us: add new investors. The same investors cannot give you growth, and you have to keep adding investors. The belly, this part is very good to see that there is a net retention which is happening. That means new distributors who have come into the industry in the last 3-5 years are putting more efforts to grow their AUM and get more net sales. As it moves up, the net sales trend is shrinking. Time for us to go out and get more investors, because there is a digital platform, there is a direct customer interface which is going and buying mutual funds or investing into MF, not coming to us. How does the MFD market in Kerala work when it comes to net sales? That was the overall net sales. This is the MFD net sales. If entire industry last year had done a 3,600 crores of gross sales, the net sales is only 1,800 crores. And I'll put now analogy to what's happening in the other market outside the MF space for us to open up our mind as to how to grow the business. That is the second part of my presentation. So this comes to my second part. If this is where we stand, we have done a good job, we have moved here. There are competitive distribution patterns now evolving in our own market. We should not have a blind spot saying that we are doing great, but what should we do? And that's what probably, these are certain mantras, and this slide I don't change. We have been showing this slide continuously for the last 3-5 years. Few points here and there I keep adding. Before that, this is the Kerala market bank deposit base. Any guesses, but the numbers are in front of us. What is the bank deposit base of Kerala? Numbers are in front of us. Open hai. It's an open exam. Kerala bank deposit base is 7.9 lakh crores, friends. Whichever district, state you belong to, the numbers are in front of you. 7.9 lakh crores. And how much incremental deposits has come in the last 1 year? $82,000 crores has come in this market as bank deposits in the last one. This is RBI data. This is not fabricated data. These are all, 82581. This is actual RBI data of deposit growth in your market. 3,600 crores of gross sales, 1,800 crores of net sales, 82,000 crores of net growth in bank deposits in a market which is 8 lakh crores. Too much of work in hand. We have to do a lot of work, friends. This work is not, and just to give you an example, and this is industry data, it is applicable for us also. Out of the 66 lakh crores of MF AUM, 38 lakh crores is equity. Actual principal invested in our mutual fund industry is only 12 lakh crores. Everything is mark to market. 2/3 is mark to market, 1/3 is our effort. If you have to move that needle up, we have to do a lot of things. 5 mantras, I'll get into each of them. Acquire new investors. I think we have lost the habit of going and acquiring new investors. Increasing wallet share is very, very important. Building brand and increasing on team size is very important. Few of us are looking in that direction, but we have to do many more things today. Upskilling yourself. Knowledge is very important. Our business is all about knowledge. The final thing is, the last part of my presentation, which all of us don't look at today, is build a fixed income portfolio. I'll elaborate on that as we go ahead. Pura state ka geography I have shown. Every district, you talk to our guys, my entire team is sitting here. They'll give you district by district deposit base and the deposit growth which is happening in your territory which you are working. Now, if you have to grow your business, these are certain important best practices which many of our distributors are doing across India. Many of them might be doing in this state also. Segmenting your market, have a proper plan, rigor of follow-up and execution is very important. Yesterday I was meeting someone, or rather today only I was meeting someone, they had mentioned to me that they have formed a team in the last 3 years in Kochi only for only catering to those clients which they have lost connect in the last 3 years, 5 years. What happens in our business, we tend to go towards those clients who are always giving us money, thinking that the bottom of the pyramid or the tail is, doesn't have money. It is not like that. If economy is growing, if state is growing, deposit size is growing, our investors' wealth is also growing. And our AUM is an aggregate of investors' AUM, please note that. It is not that 20% of the investors can only give us long-term sustained growth in business. So if you don't have the rigor of follow-up, you cannot grow your business. Last part is this chart I had shown last time also. How many of us in this room do 5 sales calls in a day? 5 new customers, how many, or even 3 existing customers, 2 new customers. How many of you all do 5 calls in a day? Please raise your hand. But साहब कोई नहीं करता है 5. इसलिए I was going to say that this gentleman does. There are so many people who keep doing. बाहर ऑफिस से बाहर आना पड़ेगा. Friends, you have to find your market. Go to that market, do business and get clients. 5 calls. If you in Bombay, I still do 7 calls a day. It's difficult to do. My team gets harassed. They said, boss, you don't come with us in the market. But we can do that. If there's a will, there's a way. We know that, right? Start looking at 5 calls. 5 नहीं होगा, 3 तो होगा, but उसके लिए pipeline build करना पड़ेगा. Pipeline नहीं होगा तो you can't do your sales. We are all sales guys. Increasing wallet share. Many good things I have written here. It's for you to understand. I think the most important thing is communication. If we don't communicate with our investors, investors will forget us and they will go DIY. Why are they going DIY? Because we are not connected. If you are not connected, the investor will forget us and we don't probably know what the investor is doing. Someone gave me a reference that a 5,000 rupee customer whom I started interacting more gave me a 1 crore client. You get references from the client because he may not have today liquidity, but he can lead you to a client who can give you a higher ticket size. There's no harm in probably getting a reference from a lower end customer. He is lower end, but he is more valuable than your existing big customer. So these are the things we have to do. Increase your allocations to categories. I'm not getting into funds today, but these are very important, but communication is the key to success. How many of us in this room have written your own will? Have you all written your own will? Sir, आप videos निकालते हो ना? You please make such videos which people will start understanding. I am part of ARN committee, friends. I get saddened to see that many times our ARN holders don't have a legacy. They have built in your own business. The expiry happens. They don't know what to do. Start early. What we expect the investor to do, first let us do at our own workplace. Building a legacy, building a team. I'll not get to the other part. Building a brand. How many of us in this room still carry an ARN with individual name? How many of us are carrying? Be honest. Mr. Sam? Idhar gaya Sam Kochi, my friend. Yes. Lot of work to be done. Start moving in that direction. If you don't think corporate, you will not be able to think business growth. Training knowledge. We are a knowledge-based industry. We like knowledge. Our Edge Academy is there to help you. Push our team, push yourself to educate yourself. New asset class is going to come in a few months' time. It will help you to become more competent for selling those asset classes. Don't just sell an AIF, PMS because there is a revenue stream. You have to learn and educate yourself to go up the ladder in selling new ideas or new product lines. A lot of things can be worked on. The last part of my presentation, and this is what I think we as a company are trying to do. This is probably something which our industry has forgotten because there is so much of hangover. Why don't we sell fixed income today? Why don't we sell debt funds? I asked this question to my team, they also didn't have answer. Only one answer was there which I have removed from their mind now. Why don't we sell debt funds? 86,000 crores has come in Kerala market, that is debt money, na? 5% पे आया net. Investor has got 5% only na, after tax. And that also gets cut every quarter. These are the questions. No value addition to client portfolio. Boss, you are not adding value, the fund manager is adding value. Low yields, no mark-to-market benefit, fixed income is equal to bank deposit, doesn't help in wealth creation, so many things. These myths have to be changed, friends. Last 3 months in our company, we are doing a lot of equity, we do passive, we do ETF, SIP, we are big in that. Our team is going in the market and actually building the fixed income business for our company. I said if the industry is going one side, we are not bothered, we want to go the right side, we are a manufacturer. You will not imagine, and this is hard data, the industry is losing folios, I'll show you that, and we are gaining folios in debt funds because we have started speaking about that. Tax ka koi nahi hai. There is no tax problem. Yes, Sam, I'll end it in 7 minutes. Don't worry. So, it is very, very important, friends, that change your way of thinking. 86,000 crores is lying in Kerala market for grabs. But you have to go out and talk to your client. I'll not add, these numbers will keep growing as we go ahead. See the number of categories where investors are putting money. I showed you bank deposits. This is all data. We have mapped the entire India. This presentation, we run it in every state. For every part of India, our team is going and making our MFDs understand what is the potential. You want to get into debt, you want to get that money into hybrid, it's up to you, but debt money is very, very important. All these are categories where investors are investing today. Today also, as we speak, someone would have gone to the bank and put a FD, or would have gone money and put a post office deposit. Now this is very startling. Mohit, my friend, is there from the industry. He will relate to this number. Debt, 11.5 lakh crore is the debt AUM, 40 lakh crore is the equity AUM, bank deposit, we have seen the number. You see the number of folios. Pura industry in the last 40 years, we have done so much of hard work that we have just got 54 lakh folios in debt. And remaining 19 crore folios are in equity. And it beats me to understand that these 19 crore customers are 100% into equity. And they don't have any bank relationship, they don't have any post office, they don't have any insurance. It is impossible for us to believe when the money is coming on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, on an annual basis. Last full year, if 80,000 crores has come in Kerala market, full India has got 25 lakh crores of bank deposits. Don't get worried by the banking lobby shouting that bank deposit growth is not happening, we don't have opportunity, etc., etc. That's their problem. But the other part is banking industry is getting money and the numbers are very large. So friends, few things, last 3-4 minutes on how to make it simple. Why the client is not coming through you? Our inhibition that debt funds have got so much of tax issues, complexity should be removed. If the investor is getting into various types of categories, debt funds give the investor the simple way to participate by putting a small 5,000 rupees check or a 1 lakh rupee check, because the money gets into all these categories where the client is trying to invest by putting money into different banks, different corporate deposits, different opportunities. Mutual funds gives the same example or the same experience like equity investing. And the portfolios give all the benefits to the client. Keep that in mind, please. This is very, very simple slide. Another example, the top 100 distributors of India, you see their asset mix. It is skewed towards a proper asset allocation. There is equity, there is debt, there is hybrid, there is passive. As it moves up the value chain, we saw Kerala market, you see India is also not different. We are going to change that. We are going to change that. Our team is going to work towards that. Another important thing, how to grow the business. Why debt funds are important. When you get an equity customer, your average ticket size is only 2,07,000. When you get a debt customer, which is there in the portfolio today, the average ticket size is 17 lakhs. That means it grows by 4 times, 5 times. You can ask more money from the client because the client is still oriented towards fixed income way of working. You give them an opportunity, they will participate and give you more. Power of compounding. This is a very simple slide. Look at it minutely. Post-tax return. 7.2%, assuming the bank deposit is giving fixed income, a corporate bond is giving 7.2 today. FD post-tax is 5%, 5.02. If the post-tax return starts going up over 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years period, the power of compounding of that small saving which the client does compounds to, for a 100 crore purpose, to 11 lakhs, 33 lakhs, 1 crore, 2 crore, 4 crores. Because in fixed income, the client will not exit. There is no end date. In bank deposit, there are end dates, 2 years, 3 years, 18 months. उसके बाद क्या करेगा customer? He'll come back to the bank deposits of 3%. Power of compounding is very much important in our industry, and power of compounding does work in debt. For us, what is in it for all of us? If you have a 1 crore SIP book, and if that SIP book continues for, say, 3 years, with the returns what the investor will get, you take any example of a short-term fund, the distributor starts earning 41 lakhs. Now, friends, these are, this money, the revenue generation just happens without you getting into market में क्या होने वाला है, क्या होने वाला है, क्या होने वाला है. Just go and participate and make the client come in, build your debt book separately. Last thing, this is very interesting. All of us do a lot of SWP in equity. We tried SWP in debt funds. You see the example, assuming 1 crore of bank deposits and lump sum, you do an STP of 6% annually, which means 50,000 rupees per month. Every retirer wants a 50,000 rupee cash flow every month. 18 lakhs of inflow comes in, say, assuming 3 years. How does the post-tax behavior of the client works here? How much is the IRR? But the most important part is the value of the investment after 3 years in lump sum. Where is that? I'm missing. Oh, sorry. The 1 crore principal amount becomes 1 crore 2 lakhs. After taking 18 lakhs at home, the principal amount still goes up. This is a very important tool about SWP. You fix your return, but give client cash flow. Post-tax, the client gets benefit. These are very, very important tools which all of us have to practice in our business. First, we have to accept. You practice, client will definitely come and start participating in these ideas. So that's my final slide. Revision of what I'm saying, 5 mantras of success. Acquire a customer, increase your wallet share, go deep into the client wallet share, build your brand or increase your team, change your name from individual to corporate, upskill yourself, build a fixed income portfolio which will make your asset allocation very, very right, and investor will be happy from a long-term perspective. So that's from my side, friends. Thank you very much. On time, Sam? On time? We are a Japanese company. We start on time and end on time.
Yes, sir. You're on time. Thank you, Chatterjee. Now we invite the officials of Nippon India Mutual Fund on stage. Can we have Mr. Brijesh Sharma, co-country head, Mr. Ashok Najundaraj, segment head, MFD, Mr. Robbins Joy, senior regional head, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Kerala, Mr. Jitin, senior cluster head, Mr. Raju, cluster head, Mr. Jeffrey Matthews, zonal marketing head, Mr. Mansoor Krishna Prasad, and Mr. Ramesh, branch managers, and Mr. Rahim, RBD and Retail Emerging Markets Business Head, to join them on stage, please. Please come running fast.
In this team, all the state districts, we cover every district of Kerala. The entire team is here. All districts of Kerala are covered by us.
Thank you. No district uncovered by Nippon India Mutual Fund. Can we have Mr. Jackson Chirian from AIFA Kottayam chapter to give away the token of appreciation to Saugata Chatterjee ji now?